Country Network, and now I'm with Chris Robertson, the Chief of Police here at the Police Department in New Albany. And Chris, I know this is quite a different thing that you're dealing with, the virus. Tell us what falls on your shoulders and what you guys have been doing.
Well, as everyone knows, we're in kind of uncharted territory.
Right.
For both the nation, the state of Mississippi, and even the city of New Albany. We're working, the police department is working with all the other 8 department heads in City Hall and the aldermen in New Albany to try to coordinate, along with the sheriff's department and every other county department and entity as far as first response. So we've all been working together. Matter of fact, today several departments have been here trying to come up with a video conferencing option for both the police department and some of the other county entities and city entities to try to coordinate without having all come together.
Right.
Push out the information that we're getting pretty fast. Most mornings consistently going through the emails from either the chiefs, Mississippi Police Chiefs Association, CDC, EMA, so we can disseminate the information that we're getting as quickly as we possibly can to our guys, to everyone else. As far as the precautions that we're taking, we've issued our guys some protective equipment, gloves and hand sanitizer. We've tried to get some masks out to them, but they're in short supply right now.
Right, I'm sure. Are y'all working on a full staff? Or have you cut back some, or how are you handling that?
Right now, we're working at full capacity. Everyone's coming to work. It may change where I split up different functions of the police department. It won't affect the patrol division at all. That won't be affected. As far as what you see on the street, what you see in uniform out in the city streets of New Albany, that's not going to change. I may have to change some of the admin as far as splitting those up, or we rotate them. So I make sure that we have, in case someone does become ill or one side or the other becomes sick and has to be quarantined, we can still operate what we need to here at the police department. As far as one of the major problems, along with the worry and concern of becoming sick, is some of the panic that people are starting to exhibit in minor ways. Right. For instance, like Walmart being without toilet paper and things like that. All right, here's what I can tell, here's what I need to share with the general population, is the supply chains have not been compromised. There is no break in both fuel, gasoline, diesel, the central services, or as far as light gas and water goes. Right. Those essential services, there's no breaking in the supply chain. So therefore, you may go to a store and they may be low or out of some items, but the supply chain is intact. So what that means is basically that within a few days, then those items should be restocked if they're not completely back ordered within the United States. For instance, some of the protective gear items, every agency, healthcare, fire, law enforcement, not only statewide but nationwide, is utilizing those. So therefore there is a shortage and they're created back order. For most everyday items that the general citizen will be concerned about, you may go to places and they may have short supply or be low of stock or out of stock, but it would not be for a very long period of time, I suspect. Right. To give you an example, I was one of the officers deployed here from the city of New Albany to assist with the Katrina, when Hurricane Katrina hit in the southern part of the state. And the difference there between this type of problem is that those supply chains were really hampered and had broken down to some degree. We're in a completely different situation with this. So the supply chains are still intact, and the grocery stores are still going to be open. They may be low of some items, Walmart be low of some items, but they're continuing to get shipments and things like that. So the best thing to do is follow the guidelines that have been put forth both from the state or the CDC, health organizations across the state of Mississippi. You know, basically we're trying to limit contact with people, and that's to prevent any wider spread problems that we already have. And so you see all these different things following suit. We've closed down some of the City Hall in New Albany. We've closed the front of the police department in New Albany. We're still providing services. We're still doing the things we need to do. You still can call 911. You can get the response that you need. We're just trying to do our part to limit some of the contact, and hopefully that will alleviate the spread of this, and we'll get through this quickly. And then we'll go back to life as we know it in Young Mississippi and in the state and in the nation.
Right, right. Well, you sound like you're taking a lot of precautions with your guys, which will help us all, and doing things that will benefit the public. So, is there anything else you'd like to say?
I think that pretty well sums it up. I guess in a nutshell is that, you know, there's no need to understand we're in the most different time than we have ever been in the most certainly the city's history, the state's history, and outside the nation's history to some degree. But there's not necessarily a reason to outright panic.
Right.
These are all precautions that are being taken for the public's well-being and for the public health, and everybody needs to just take a step back,
Right.
kind of look at what's going on around us, and try to help your neighbor and help everyone that's trying to help them, the general population, to get through this the best they can, because
Right.
it's trying for everyone.
Yes, yes. And don't give in to the fear of everything, but just
That's right.
take precautions yourself and don't get crazy.
That's right.
Thank you for talking with us today.
My pleasure.
Thank you, and I'm Cindy with Hill Country Network.